Warning, this podcast will contain spoilers.
Poop on parade!
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast. For Supernatural, Season 11, Episode 2, Form and Void, or Poop on Parade.
Grey Poupon is in the mustard?
Yes, Grey Poupon. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me are Nikki.
Hi.
And Dom.
He doesn't want to be here.
The silent Dom. And Kim.
Sorry, that was like the best line in the beginning of the show. She's like, you look like poop on parade.
Sweetie, go have a nap. You look like poop on parade.
It was awesome.
So, Episode 2 of Supernatural this season.
What did we all think of it? Because there's opinions.
Well, my prediction of Sam being stuck with his whole disease for 4 to 5 episodes was completely fucking wrong, just like my prediction of Dean staying a demon for half a season.
This one was a little more realistic, though. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was me or one of the other two, because it definitely wasn't Mike, who was like, it's got to be handled immediately because the people are dying instantly. So it's going to be resolved in the next episode or the episode after that. So
I definitely wasn't agreeing with that. There was no way that they were going to let that go that long because, yeah, he was going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was gonna die. Anyway.
He was really close to just acing himself right there.
He was.
Yeah, he did get pretty close. He was losing it.
I'm slightly upset that the answer was found in the Bible, though.
It makes me wonder, did the Reaper kind of tell him? Though she seemed like she hated him, like she was pissed off at him.
Well,
But at the same time, she kind of revealed the answer to him.
Okay, there's two ways that this goes. They hate him, Reapers in general hate him and Dean because they've killed Reapers in the past, and they've just killed Death. So they don't trust him. But they also give them a lot of souls. So it's kind of a two-way street. So they appreciate the work they do, but at the same time, they don't.
I also
Right.
when she was talking about, so does another death take the other death's place? I mean, that's what I was trying to understand what she was saying, because she made it sound like...
I don't think there's any order right now. It's just the Reapers are in charge. They doing whatever they want to do, and that's why they were like, next time one of you die, that's it. It's
We're
done.
gonna make
throwing you
a
into
mistake.
the empty.
Into the empty.
Into
Yes.
the empty. So we have a new
New place.
spot.
It's not limbo. It's not purgatory. It's the empty.
The empty.
The Void.
So there is no coming back from the
I'm
empty.
curious what the difference between limbo and the empty are, though.
The empty. There's nothing. There's nothing. This is
It's-
what B was
It's
bitching about
the
last
nothing.
episode.
It's the nothing, but they called it.
There's
the
your
empty.
never-ending story connection right
The
there.
nothing.
The Nowhere.
Except the nothing was portrayed as a wall. But yeah.
So we have the land of the living, whatever you want to call that. We have heaven, we have hell, we have purgatory, we have limbo, and the empty.
We have Oz.
And we have, Oz. So there's other dimensions kind of thing. Same time. So limbo is for the human souls. And
human souls
purgatory
Don't have a place in heaven.
Yeah.
Or,
and purgatory is for the supernatural souls.
Yeah.
Then we know hell, heaven and hell, obviously. So the empty is the just getting rid of.
I'm
They
thinking
don't know where else to put them.
I'm thinking the empty is just the leftover space in between.
Do you think we're gonna see it?
The in-between?
Probably
What's
not.
the in-between?
No, I don't think we're gonna see it because they haven't come out and said that,
It's the nothing. It's, well, it's
there's
without
nothing
much.
there. There's nothing there, and unless they're gonna throw a major character in there, which I don't think they're going to.
Right. Now, what I thought was interesting,
Exist.
what I thought was interesting about the whole spiel with the Reaper was that it was really implied before that God was the one resurrecting Sam, Dean, Cass, and all that. And the Reaper pretty much just came out and said that was Death that was doing that because he thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did say that. That's what made me think. And like, okay, she said the old Death. She said the old Death thought it was funny. So that's
Yeah.
where I wanted to start to pick up. Does that mean there's a new Death?
I think there's one coming, and he's not. It is not going to put up with Sam and Dean's shit.
That's a curious one.
So it makes me wonder if there is some
Yeah.
kind of hierarchy.
Because she did
within the
really
Reaper.
emphasize old. She really did.
She did. That's why. That's where I picked up on that.
Mm-hmm. So there's that, and then there's the whole heavy-handed, they're really implying that Lucifer's coming back this season because first episode we get the whole mention of the cage and someone was screaming like a child out of it. And after Sam prays for godly assistance, he gets visions of himself being in the cage and being tortured.
I thought those were
He
sugar plum
also-
fairies dancing in his head.
He also heard voices, and it sounded a lot like Lucifer.
Yeah.
He was
And-
hearing voices.
And I love how he's just like, what does that mean?
But then I think he's also, but we're gonna get convinced that his mind was kind of playing with him. Whatever this disease thing was, seemed to be playing with his brain a little, telling him, not to burn himself, not to try to save yourself, to back off. So there was something else going on there too. So I mean, there's still a little play in like, was that, but if this is the emphasis and that is Lucifer being the one that's coming out, then either Lucifer's hearing the prayers or God is getting is giving it to Lucifer. So maybe God has not completely turned his back on Lucifer. Though we have not seen God, so I don't know.
I mean, Lucifer's still an angel, and
Fallen angel.
he's a fallen angel, I know, but he can probably still tap into wide open prayer.
Probably,
Probably.
which is how Sam got that vision. I think also,
The
Adam.
darkness.
I'm sorry, but Adam.
The darkness probably weakened the connection, too. Like,
That.
Lucifer can see more, he can feel more.
My reasoning on Adam, because he's the third Winchester brother, whatever, is like it's not so much of a random theory, as the situation with Chuck, but with Adam, he was mentioned in the 200th episode, and it was mentioned by the girls that were in the musical or whatever, and Sam, I think it was Sam, looked at the third kid in the play and was like, "Who is that?" And the director was like, "Oh, that's Adam, their brother that they completely forgot about, who's left in the cage." And it just left Sam with this like uneasy feeling, and they wouldn't have brought that up if they weren't gonna do something with it.
It's possible they were just trying to make a cheap joke at the character Adam's expense.
But you see how they go back to things that were left open, like in season 3 with that guy that had the vision of Dean being a demon.
Right. I know.
They go back to things. So
Honestly-
They like foreshadowing.
I know, they like
Yeah.
foreshadowing, but with what Sam had to go through to get right after they pulled his soul out of the pit, and that was only after a few months in the pit, like 5 or 6 months, his soul being down there, he had to go through all that craziness. Death had to put up a barrier in his mind, which didn't work, and then Sam spent the whole half of a season going nuts until Cass took the craziness away from him.
But that's because Lucifer tortured Sam. We
Right.
don't know that Lucifer is doing that.
But
to Adam.
I have to quote Meg, because nobody, they assumed Adam wasn't down there. They forgot about it. When Meg said, why do you want your soul back? It's been, Crowley said it. Why do you want your soul back? It's been locked in the cage with Michael and Lucifer as their sole single source of entertainment. And then Meg's like, yeah, he's right. You don't want that back. Adam's been down there for years. So think of the damage that Sam had done to him is going to be multiplied by how much. I don't think they're going to go through, pulling that character out of there.
But remember
We'll
that.
see.
Well, Michael is in Adam.
Well, I don't think anymore. I think they all
Well-
got,
Separated.
Well, yeah, Lucifer was in Sam.
Oh yeah. Right.
You know what? Dom does this on purpose. He wants you guys to talk about Adam, so he doesn't.
Oh, I know he's doing it on purpose.
No,
but
He's not saying anything.
I 100% believe that Adam will be back this season, and
Oh,
there's no
I'm-
doubt in my mind about
Well, if Lucifer's coming back, Adam will.
oh, here's
The
the
cage is getting opened.
yes, the cage is getting opened. But the thing is, have we seen the name of the actor who played Adam on like the casting for this season?
Well, if they're trying
Have
to be
you
secret
looked
about
at the
it.
casting?
I have. I didn't see it.
They
Well,
don't reveal every,
True.
actor in the casting list.
Yeah, if they're
True.
trying to be secretive about it and have it be a surprise, they're not gonna put it on there.
Moving along.
Chuck is not God.
See, he's doing it on purpose.
It's only because you told me I was doing it on purpose, so now I had to do something actually on purpose, because that wasn't. That was a legit discussion.
Anyway, I don't know where I was going before the whole Adam tangent. Damn it.
About God. God is not there.
No, there was something
Sam
else.
was praying to God. God is not there, and Lucifer answered.
Right, but I had a point in my head I was going to make that was actually on topic, and then we got talking about Adam.
That
So,
was the topic we were talking about, what I just said.
It
We
is
were
what we're
talking
talking
about-
about.
We were talking about Sam possibly losing his mind. We didn't know the connection, if it was Lucifer, the darkness, the plague, whatever. That's where we were at. and
His
then
brain
Adam.
was fighting him with his want to save
I had a
himself.
point. I had a point about Lucifer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was made.
All right, Einstein.
What?
Moving on to Dean and his answering the phone like Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call?
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Ghost chasers.
No, not the ghost facers.
Ghost
Chasers. I had to make a joke.
Yeah, you did. So, the baby is more than meets the eye here, because it's like, I'm hungry, so I'm just going to throw a bunch of letter blocks into the wall. Feed me.
Violent.
That
We
was,
already knew the baby
brutal.
was more than
Yeah.
what we expected.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was
Cool.
some violent.
Do they even make wooden blocks like that for kids anymore?
Yeah.
Those look like the old school styled ones.
Those are old.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
they do not make.
She went to her grandma's.
That's
All
true.
right.
Her grandma probably went to the attic and took all the old toys out.
Yeah, because it looked like they were nice and like carved and like detailed with like these intricate little like what are they wood davering,
Yeah, those are
And-
old school blocks.
And nowadays, if they were to make wooden blocks like that, it's going to be a solid color with a big bold letter in the middle, and that's it.
He's right.
So, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know, the blocks just I really was staring at them for quite some time, going, "Wow, those look really cool."
Feed
Not-
me.
Not as soon as I saw "Feed Me" come up, I'm like, all I could think about was that crazy plant.
Nice. Nice.
All
That's
right.
the voice I heard, and yeah,
I
Feed me, or I don't. Yeah, that's how it goes. High pitched, and then it goes.
yep.
So I love that the grandma's first reaction is, that child's got the devil in her. Is
I knew it immediately. I knew that was gonna happen.
when a baby, yeah, well, obviously there were crosses hung all over that house. When a baby psychically impales 6 blocks into the wall that spell out "feed me," you feed it, and then you call the priest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the
the baby's fucking hungry. You're being cruel and you're abusing that child, but not feeding it. Come
I'm
on.
telling you right now, if that happened to me, I would have gone into the room, picked up the baby, went downstairs, and got some milk
Would have fed
immediately.
the baby, and
Well-
then you would have called the priest, who would have called Father Crowley.
No, I would not have called the priest. I would have tucked the baby in, went back downstairs, and set fire to the house.
Problem is as you thought it was needing milk, apparently it eats souls.
It would be eating your soul as you're carrying it down the stairs.
So the combination.
Trick on the baby. I don't have one.
So the baby and Crowley both answered the question of how long of a recurring character is Jenna gonna be? Not long.
Yeah.
No, and I'm pretty sure Clio is sitting there wanting to shoot people up right now because it's another female character that they just aced right off the bat.
No, Cleo would not be sitting there doing that because she's not watching. Cleo is only watching the finale this season. She's not watching any more episodes.
That's why I said would be.
It's just getting mad at the female deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her. I thought she was a good character.
She
So did
was.
I.
I thought she was going to stick around more.
Even without her soul, I was like, wow, this is entertaining.
I was like, just
She got really entertaining when she was.
grabs the
like,
knife.
"Oh."
I always wanted to try this.
I was like, at first, I was like, oh, did the baby switch
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
thought
thought.
yeah, that's what I thought at first as well.
I thought body
Yeah.
swap too. But thank
Yeah.
you, Crowley, Captain Exposition.
Yeah, that was the whole. Yeah, that was definitely threw me off. The whole. Oh, their soul is gone. Like, oh, okay.
So, let's move on to Cass before we finish up with the darkness, because that was kind of the end of the episode there. Cass is being tortured by Ephraim and I don't know who.
Jeffrey.
Was it Jeffrey or was it Jonah?
I think it was Jonah and
Again with a
Ephraim.
J.
It was George.
Right.
That starts with a G.
Mm-hmm.
It was Jorge.
Alright.
It was
What
Jesus.
was that? Jesus.
Yeah.
So they're full on torturing Cass, trying to find out where Metatron is, and no matter what they do, he just keeps saying, I don't know, but they don't believe him.
Just the dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't believe him either, though.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you look at him, he doesn't look like an angel right now.
He
looks
is-
like a mess.
He is a Winchester sympathizer.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
And according to angels probably see that as bad as being, a Hitler sympathizer. Yeah. Went there.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Okay,
No.
maybe not. So Hannah
Wasn't
busts
I the one who
in.
made a Hitler?
Hannah busts in man body and saves the day.
Kind of.
Kind of. It was staged so well.
Was it staged? I don't know. Hannah either played it off really well or...
They pretty much stated it was staged.
Yeah, they came
she
in and
messed
said
up.
she was outvoted. Like they had a vote on what to do, and their idea won, and she was playing her part.
It took me a minute because I really was like, wait, that's a guy. Why is his name Hannah?
Well-
Then I realized.
No more Hannah.
Yeah.
No more any of them except Castiel.
Well, no more the three of them. But
Yeah.
she was, Hannah was kind of going on a rant about if the darkness really is
Yeah.
back, it's the end of everything.
Yeah.
And they
Which-
didn't even know. Like she didn't know what it was. They're like, there's alarms going off in heaven. We don't know what it is.
Like there are alarms going off in
Well-
heaven that we've never heard go off.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it was like before creation, the darkness that was put in a cell at creation of time. So before any of these angels even were amok, the darkness is already locked up.
Well, it would have been like original angels because they did say that it was a war. That the angels did tuck
Yes.
this away. So
Number gone.
whatever these original angels, which we know we had the issues with. Well, Lucifer's locked up and Michael's locked up.
He obviously knows, yeah.
So they
So-
probably, I mean, I'm still on the theory, because Lucifer and the name means light bringer and all that crap. I'm still on the theory that I'm on the theory that the darkness is related to Lucifer somehow, and that he is the one who actually locked it up.
Yeah. It's his mother-in-law.
Yeah, it's his mother-in-law. I like that. But it explains, we kind of get an idea as to why the darkness was locked up, besides from it being called the darkness. It was a cat hunt. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
Anyway.
It eats souls. It's an evil thing that eats souls.
Right, and God's probably like, hey, there's some angels, and look, let's make some people here. And then the darkness goes, like, we just made the darkness. I made the Leviathans. That was a big mistake. They're back in, they're down in purgatory. Let's make the darkness, which was probably before all that. And the darkness wound up eating everything.
He was hungry?
I'm like trying to figure out. I'm like, why would you make such a thing? What in your brain would go? I'm gonna make this thing that eats souls, while all of these other creations I made have souls.
No, I think he was more of a, I'm going to make something new. And then it came out as like, oh, look at this thing, shiny off the presses. And then it starts eating everything. Like, nope.
I'm like,
You-
oops,
I
I
think
broke
you're
it.
going at this all wrong. I don't think God had a hand in creating the darkness at all. I think it already existed.
Probably. Very likely.
Or it's like the cosmos or some like outer force, making the opposite
Thanos?
of everything.
What?
I'm
Went
pretty
there.
sure the darkness is not Thanos.
I'm pretty sure the darkness is not Thanos as well.
That would be one hell of a Marvel Cinematic Universe tie-in.
Yeah, no. But I'm thinking, the world, how everything, like, there's you can't have light without dark, you can't blah 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 blah. So it was just this. We have this light, and so the opposite just kind of appeared.
Yeah. So
I'm
the
getting
darkness.
a very Kingdom Hearts kind of vibe from this right now. It's like the before darkness there was light, or without shadow there, without light there could be no shadow, and
I know.
It's true though.
Well, yeah, it's true. And then in any case, you always get that whole light with dark, the yin and yang.
Yeah.
I thought that was-
Yin and yang.
So I'm curious. I'm curious if there's going to be a polar opposite like that, like even Mike said, the Lightbringer, Lucifer, being the only one able to stop it.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Lucifer being the polar opposite.
Yeah,
One
he's
that's
gonna
supposed to
get
be
rid
a
of the
fallen-
darkness, or he's gonna consume it and just be like, "Bitches, you all gonna die."
Oh, he becomes like the super evil.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I just want Mark Pellegrino on the show. That's all I
I
want.
agree.
That's all I want. And as much as I want Adam on the show, if Lucifer comes back as Adam in Adam's meat suit, I'm gonna be very upset.
Yeah, it's got to be Mark Pellegrino
Yes.
as the meat suit, or no meat suit at all.
Yes, agreed.
Agreed. So Cass,
Just like Crowley has to be Mark Shepard.
they meet. Sam and Dean meet up. They get back to the bunker, which is, I forgot entirely the state that it was in after the Steins invaded,
Yep.
which was the most
The Frankensteins.
yeah, I know, the
It's-
Frankensteins, the most depressing and short-lived enemy, bad guy in this show's history. Look at Nikki. The veins are
He's
bursting.
so bad.
And I just want to say, I had an epiphany at that moment of I am loving where the season is right now compared to all of last season.
I agree.
Me too. Me too.
And-
I'm enjoying it far more than I was.
I'm enjoying it
Nice.
too, but I'm still wary. Once we get past the next few episodes, if they still maintain that quality, I'll stop being wary.
Hmm.
Because
Well, we're gonna get a filler at some point.
We
It's
have
going
to
to
get-
happen, and you can't
yeah.
take away from the show because of that. Because that's been a staple of the show since season 1.
yes,
It's gonna be Sam and his little trio that he happened to save, and they're gonna be out there trying to save the people. That's gonna be the filler, and you're gonna find out about these people, and then they're gonna kill them off, and they're gonna be like, "What the point? What was the point? Why did we learn about these people when they're just dead anyways?"
Or we're gonna have like a joke episode. You're gonna have them mess around doing something stupid.
That would be a Scooby Gang thing.
Yeah,
There was-
Some of those are their best episodes, though.
It's true.
it's very true.
Like the
The fear
French
episode.
Mistake, the Fear episode. I think those are
The
probably
clown episode a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, between those three,
Fairies.
I think those are the best episodes of the whole show.
Fight the fairies!
Yeah, the UFO episode.
Oh, Starship Jefferson.
Jefferson Starships. That was
Yes.
that was a plot episode though. That wasn't even
it
filler.
actually
Still
was.
really
guys.
Yeah,
the
Still
best
good
part.
though.
yeah.
It seems so random that it didn't seem like plot, but it was.
Starships.
Yeah.
Because they're
horrible
terrible.
and impossible to kill.
Oh my god. Anyway,
It's
so we leave off with two things. Sam and Dean back at the bunker with a crippled Cass laying there, pleading for help. And the now grown-up Darkness, grown up as in not an infant, but like a 7-year-old,
yeah.
walking through the streets, and then the black van pulls up and Crowley gets out, and I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, Crowley, why don't you just, paint free candy on the side of it? And it's like, opens the van. Want some candy, little girl?
Bam.
The smile on that girl's face. She's like, there's no
was-
candy in here.
It was creepy.
There's sweet, delicious souls.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of numb to creepy kids for this fall season, anyways. There's a lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
But so if Hannah was in on this deal, could she have possibly cured Castiel, or was she?
I don't
think-
know.
I think whatever Cass has got is not curable.
It's a curse.
I mean, she could have healed the wounds.
We know next episode is gonna have Rowena in it. We've seen the previews, so we're gonna assume that Rowena is the only one that's gonna be able to remove this curse. But
Right.
I just have to say that the highlight of this episode for me was Father Crowley.
Oh yeah.
The tea. Oh my god, the tea.
Can I speak with you outside, Father? Yeah, certainly, my son. After I finish my tea.
And the horrible altar boy joke.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He was a rather scrumptious altar boy. Oh my god. So,
And this is why I love the character Crowley. This is why I like idolize Mark Shepard because he's such a great actor and it's such a great character.
And I love the fact where he's like, to, Dean's like, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "I'm working a case."
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing?
working the case.
Well, he did kind of explain it that it was kind of part of his job.
Yeah.
If it was one of his demons, he would have just whatever.
If it's
it
one of
wasn't,
mine, leave
then
it alone, yeah.
I just have to laugh that priests are calling the devil.
Or the
I don't think they
stand-in,
realize
the
it.
It's
stand-in
king
for the
of
devil.
hell. Yeah, the king of hell to take care of demons.
Yeah.
I'm like, do they know that he's the king of hell?
They probably call someone else, they get turned down, but he is on the other end of the line listening in. He's got all those, phones bugged or something.
Well, he did say that he had, some nuns and everything. I'm guessing he's made deals with priests and nuns before.
Oh, I'm sure.
Mm.
Because they're not all sweet and innocent.
So, Dom mentioned Rowena in next episode, so I figured now's a good time to read the synopsis for it before we discuss. It's called The Bad Seed, the episode. And while Rowena tries to consolidate her power to protect herself from the Winchesters, Sam and Dean search for a missing baby connected to the darkness. Meanwhile, Castiel struggles to heal, and Crowley tries to find a way to use the darkness for his own personal gain. And side note, Jensen Ackles directed this coming episode.
I'm excited.
And if you watched the 20-second preview, in it, Rowena's a blonde. And my takeaway...
Wig.
Yeah, wig. My takeaway is the darkness eats more than just souls, because there's a scene of her sucking a demon out of its meat suit and eating it.
That is what that looked like.
Yep.
Nummy.
So...
The darkness consumes all.
The darkness consumes all. Probably eats angels.
Probably.
Good. Eat them all.
Yeah, because they're assholes. Angels are assholes.
No, angels are dicks.
I still want to know what Metatron is up to.
Probably warding himself away somewhere so he doesn't get eaten.
Mm-hmm. Or
We
he
know
is already
he's mortal.
gone. He's probably working on a way to become immortal again.
Probably. He does have the tablet.
And
True.
it just not because I'm trying to stir the pot with this, but if Chuck really is God and he's sitting there just like watching all of this go on, he's a very fucking horrible person. Because we know he's around. Because Chuck was at the school play. So if he has time to go to a fucking school play and watch this thing go out and he's just letting the darkness run around without interfering with, he's a fucking terrible person. Just
Now,
throwing that
okay,
out there.
it was strange that Chuck just showed up. Just
Yeah.
saying, he hadn't been around for a long time, and then all of a sudden, bleh.
Mhm.
That's exactly why they did it, because people were asking and they were saying, well, this is Chuck and this is happening and Chuck, 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 Chuck. And they said, here, have a little bit of Chuck just so you can keep talking about him. Because that's exactly what they're doing. They're just giving us a little bit more fuel on that fire.
A little more Chuck.
So you think they want to fuel that fire that Chuck has got?
Yeah.
Well, they've
See,
confirmed it
no,
at
they
a
didn't.
panel.
He confirmed it, which is different
No,
because
he confirmed it after one of the executive producers nodded at him that it was okay to do so.
no, there was no executive producer near him. He was on a solo panel by himself. I watched the panel, and the whole thing with that is if what was it? Hold on, I had a train of thought and then you interrupted me.
Welcome to my life.
Yes.
All the time.
Rewinding. No, but my theory is because he came back to the play, right? And the play was something that was written, and he used to be a writer. Like he used to be what was it? What What was the
He
character's?
wrote Supernatural books.
No, I know, but
Carver Edlund.
no, the other prophet.
The two prophets we've met are Kevin.
Kevin. So, it was after the fact of Kevin. Like he's sitting there and coming and watching this play because it's something else that was written. So, I think he still has something to do with the writing on some level because if God, they said there could only be one, right? There could only be one prophet at a time.
No, they didn't. They didn't
There's always
outright
a ton
state
of
that.
prophets.
There's more
They
than one
did
prophet.
say, they did say that when a tablet is, when a tablet is revealed, a prophet is also revealed. So, what happens if they pull up 6 tablets in the course of a week? There's going to be 6 prophets revealed.
When someone else died, isn't that when Kevin got his powers?
No, Kevin got his powers because they stole this big brick from Dick Roman. They broke it open, and inside is the Leviathan tablet. And as soon as the tablet hit the air, lightning struck Kevin, and he became a prophet.
Okay, I thought one of the other prophets died, and they were saying something that there can only be one at a time.
No, this is not Highlander.
Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, then I don't know where I was going with that theory if that's the case then, because I don't know why I was under that impression.
Meh. I don't know. Maybe it was mentioned at some point, and then someone forgot about it when Kevin became a prophet. But they
So you're
did.
saying Chuck is a prophet?
Well, Chuck was they.
Chuck was a
Uh,
prophet, but if he was a prophet, how does that also make him God? That was my point.
Yeah, what was it? All of season.
True.
He was introduced in season 4 or 5, I forget. Because they went to a store and it's like, hey, you're this is a role play, right? Like you're role playing those guys from the book. And then Dean tracks down Chuck, and it's like everything Chuck writes comes true, no matter how ridiculous it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything he writes about Sam and Dean's life comes true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'd be like Metatron, like Metatron's pupil. Isn't it the same thing? He's a scribe of God. Chuck's a...
From what I'm reading right now, because I pulled it up to look at it, and it says that prophets are tied to the archangels.
Well, they're tied to the archangels, as in the archangels defend them, or are supposed to defend them.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to.
Yeah, and as of right now, the only archangels that exist are Michael, Lucifer, while Raphael is dead.
Raphael's dead, Zachariah is dead, Gabriel's dead.
So I'm saying these are all those. That's why no one knows what the darkness is, because they were the original angels. Those are the ones that helped put them away. So there are no angels that are technically, accessible to know what the darkness is.
Right. And also the whole tied to the archangels thing was if one of them's in danger, an archangel's gonna pop down and get them out of danger. Which they used to try to kill Lilith, which didn't work. So.
Yep.
Anyway, enough tangents here. That's our show?
That wasn't a tangent. That was completely on topic.
Okay, on topic, whatever.
Yeah, there was
Enough
no...
musings.
That's better.
Enough musings. That's our show?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Okay. Omikins, Nikki, where can I find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Indeed. Dom.
Find me down below at Phenomedom, PHENOMEDOM.
And Kim, where can they find you?
Also on Twitter at HUFFITY,
Hey, you got it this time.
I know.
Congratulations.
Yay.
You can find me below on Twitter at Philidrin, and you can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. If you're watching live, we're going to be doing American Horror Story right after this, where you can also find Omi threatening to kill me. Because that's the show it happens on. She hasn't denied it.
I think she's going to threaten to kill you right now.
Very likely. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a lovely evening.
Mike just has a death wish.
I think
Bye.
it does.